I should have started recording from the beginning, but whatever. So welcome to tonight's team call. It's our team cup call. So if you guys are watching this, it's because you're part of a team cup. And if you're not on team cup, it's too late now. Sorry, you should have hopped on it. But for the most part, whoever has this link, it's just 8 of us, or 10 of us, I should say. What up, Sarah? You driving?
Guys, sorry. We're going to go get something to eat, but I guess I had to download the app on my phone. Well, I was downloaded, but no me dejaban entrar. I don't know what the heck.
Oh, it's okay. Don't worry about it. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and hit mute on everyone.
Okay.
So thank you guys for making the time to get on today. I know that, you know, it's like dinner time. I know it's later for Nicole, but I appreciate you guys getting on these calls because I do get a little sad when no one gets on. But I know that we're all really busy and we all have hectic schedules. So thank you guys for getting on. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. And I will start up that video from Miguel Carrasco. It's such an awesome video. Like, I watched it earlier today while I was getting ready for work, and he's awesome. Love his energy. And I learned a lot from him that I want to implement this team cup. And he makes me want to hit like Success Club 100. So come on, don't be loading. This page is awesome. There's a lot of activity. You know, there's almost 60,000 coaches in this group, but it's really cool because a lot of top coaches are in here and they literally give and it's not a secret. They just give their top tips on like what's working for them. And so it's good to always be coachable and be in learning mode and just learning new things and actually applying them and seeing what works best for you and your style. Let's see. I don't know what he named the call. Oh, he's right here. Perfect. I'm going to go ahead and play. Can you guys hear him? No? Shoot. Oh my gosh, why can't you guys hear him? Let me check the audio in here. Okay, let me find out why it's not. Oh, you know what? Now I think I know why.
Sharing a bunch of other nuggets with you guys today. I'm going to share a bunch of stuff really fast. On how to effectively. Hey everybody, I'm so excited to be talking to all of you today. If you're watching the recording.
Okay, can you guys hear him now? Is the volume too low? It is? I don't know why.
Nuggets with you guys today. I'm going to share a bunch of stuff. We're going to go really fast. We're going to go furious because there's just so much stuff to share with you guys on how to effectively participate in the Beachbody Cup. Now, I know that we have been talking about the cup a little bit more in this group, and Emily shared some incredible tips with you guys already. So I didn't want to share so much today about necessarily how to strategize and build your teams and how to share in groups. I really wanted to get to the nuts and bolts of it today. I really wanted to dig deep. And here's a question for you that are live. How many of you, by a thumbs up, want to hear exactly what I do, what top coaches do on a day-to-day basis to actually place in the top 10 of Beachbody Cup? So not necessarily how do you get your teams pumped up, how you do all those things. Today, what I actually want to do with you guys is share with you guys exactly how and what you do. Because I find a lot of times, you know, in these group settings, a lot of times in trainings, people share very general things. But I thought, hey, why don't I just like lift up the kimono a little bit and share with you guys exactly what you need to do in the morning, what you need to do in the evenings, what you need to do for prep week before it starts, what the actions are. And so that's what I want to share with you guys today. So We're going to cover a couple things. If you look at the description, we're going to cover first the mindset of a champion. Are you guys excited about that? Mindset of a champion. That's the first step. We're going to dive into that right away. Then we're going to talk about the preparation of a champion. Then the day of a champion, the evening of a champion, and then the follow-up of a champion. And after this call, guys, make sure you share it, you tag it, you share this wherever you can to your groups. Make sure that they come back into this group. Rewatch the video if you want. Like I said, I'm going to go fast. I'm going to be very real with you guys on this call because I want you to be successful. Beachbody has given me so much, so many blessings. I am so thankful. So every opportunity that I get to share with you, to give back to this incredible community of incredible people. Like, I hope you realize we're on an incredible journey. We're part of something so special where we have the ability to wake up in the morning and inspire other people. Whether it's one person, whether it's 100,000 people, it really doesn't matter. You have a gift. You have been given an opportunity to share something incredible with the world. And so what I want to do is I really want to share with you how to do that more effectively. How to do that way more effectively. Now, first of all, the mindset of a champion. How many of you by thumbs up or comments have a pen and a paper handy, okay? I'm going to grab a pen and paper. Here's a paper. Grab a pen and paper because we're going to actually get real here. I don't want you to just sit there and be like, oh, yay, I'm so entertained. This is so fun and exciting. Yay, me. And then 2 hours later, someone says no to you and you're like, oh, forget it. I can't do this. Okay? That's not useful. What we need to do is take action, not after the call. We need to take action right this second. So grab a pen and a paper. If not, go grab one, come back, and don't watch it live or whatever you have to do. But we need to make this happen. We need to make this happen. How many of you are with me? Thumbs up. We got to do this. Carl's so fired up. We're all fired up. But if we don't do anything, if we don't decide right now with our mindset what we want to make happen, it's never going to happen. So grab a pen and paper, otherwise hang up, honestly, because then you're just going to be sitting there and being entertained, and you can turn on tennis or you can turn on TV. That's way more entertaining than me. Trust me, I'm not a professional at this at all. All right, so the first thing we're going to do, grab a piece of paper right now, grab a pen, and here's what we're going to do. I'm going to play a song for no more than 1 minute. And what I want you to do in that 1 minute, I don't want you to just stare at the video and say, when is this over? I can see you. I'm kidding, I can't see you. Okay, so I'm gonna play this song. What I want you to write on this paper is all the excuses that you believe as to why you are not successful. Okay, why are you not successful? What are the excuses that you believe why you could never be in the top 10? Why you could never be in the top 25 of Team Cup? Why? So let me give you an example. Like, oh, I don't have enough money. I don't have enough time. I don't know the right tools. Whatever it is. On that piece of paper, I want you to write out all the excuses that you tell yourself on a daily basis as to why you can't be successful. Now, I don't want you to sit there and be like, well, no, I'm perfect and I don't have any excuses. No, I've got my own excuses. So I want you to write up excuses as to why you believe in your mind that you can't be successful, okay? Get up the piece of paper. I'm going to give you 30 seconds to a minute max, and then we've got to keep going. Otherwise, we were doing this live, we'd give you more time, but we're going to give you 1 minute. On your mark, write out all your excuses, go. Okay, here we go. What are your excuses? Why do you believe you can't be a top 10 coach? Is it time? Is it money? No support? What is it? Write out like crazy. If you don't have a pen, write them out in the chat. What are your excuses that you tell yourself that are simply not true? More seconds. All right, I wish we could go longer, but we have a lot of stuff to cover because I'm going to tell you exactly how to win the Beachbody Cup. Not just participate, but win the cup, because I know that's going to move your business forward. So now a lot of you wrote out all these excuses, right? How many of you wrote out at least 1 or 2 excuses? How many excuses did you write out? Put in the chat the number. How many excuses did you write out? Or give me an example of excuses. Failure as a leader, not enough time because of family, no support, fear of support, no money, day job issues, all this stuff. So you wrote out a ton of issues, a ton of issues. Here's what I want you to do with this, okay? Here's what I want you to do. I want you to take this piece of paper right now. You got it? Okay, and this is what we're going to do together, okay? Take that paper, look at it in the face and all those excuses, and here's what I want you to do. Okay, do this right now. Do that. Throw it behind you, and it's junk, because it's all a bunch of lies. It is not true. Everything you wrote down is fear of failure, and fear is simply false evidence appearing real. It is not true. It is not true. Everything you've told yourself is why you're not successful. That's why I want to do this first, because if you believe that junk, then you can't do anything. You're immobilized. You can't live a life like that. Forget Beachbody. You can't live a life full of fear. Some people live life and they believe that they're going to get another shot at life. You're not. This is your only life to live as far as I know, and you got to make it happen. So all that stuff that you believe, rip that paper up, throw it up. I don't care what it is. Look, listen, I don't have the time. That's baloney. They've done studies that every single person on this planet wastes at least 2.5 hours every single day. Even if you are the most effective person on the planet, you make lists, you do everything, every single day, you're wasting 2.5 hours. Maybe it's the extra 10 minutes you waste while you're getting up in the morning. Maybe it's the 30-minute drive to work where you're listening to music instead of listening to personal development. I tell people all the time, I do 2 hours of personal development every single day. Some of them look at me like I'm lying, and some of them say, how is that possible? It is so easy. Most of that time is in dead air time. How much dead air time do you have? So all these things are just excuses. I don't have time. I don't have money. All that stuff, not true. Throw that out the window, and then we can move forward. So what do we do? The preparation of a champion. See, a lot of times when you're watching a sports game, you look at the game, you're like, oh, wow, look at all what happened during the game. But the reality is the game is won before the game even takes place. Right? In preparation, in timing, and skill, and working with the coach and getting things set up. Now let's get very real, because now we've got a little bit airy with the mindset stuff. I know for some of you that's not your thing. Hopefully for a lot of you that was your thing. Thumbs up if that was valuable to you, because if you don't do that, then you can't move forward. But now let's get into some real actionable items, okay? The preparation of a champion. Let's use Facebook, because I can talk about Snapchat, Instagram, whatever you want to call it, Pinterest, blogging, but we don't have 14 hours. So what we are going to do is we're going to focus on Facebook today, okay? Most of you are on Facebook. You're live on Facebook right now. Here's what you got to do right now in preparation for Team Cup. And you could do this in an hour. You could do this over the course of 2 weeks. It's up to you how fast you want to be successful, okay? Because success follows those that are fast. The people that run fast, that do things fast, that's where success follows. So if you want to do all of the tips I'm going to give you today in one day, awesome. You're going to be super successful. You want to take 3 weeks thinking you don't have the time, even though it's not true, then do that as well. Okay, the first thing you got to do is load up your Facebook after this call. Look at your banner. Does your banner describe you? Does it describe who you are? What are the 5 things that are all about you? What are you all about? What do you stand for? Not what do you sell. What do you stand for? What does Monica stand for? What does Natasha stand for? Johnny, Shannon. What do you actually stand for? What do you believe in? Those are the people that you're going to track. There's 50,000 people in this group. You all know that. There's 460,000 coaches in the network. How do you stand out? You stand out by not selling the programs. The way you stand out is by selling yourself. What do you stand for? Someone should be able to go look at your banner picture and tell exactly who you are, what you stand for. That banner picture better be good. That's the first step. It can't be grainy pictures. It can't look terrible. You have to make it look as good as possible. You can use PicMonkey. You can use any tools you want on your phones to make that banner stand out and look great. Your profile picture has to look great. I recommend you use a picture of yourself smiling like this. See, people like smiles. When someone smiles, when I did this, you guys all naturally just smiled back. Some of you laughed, right? Some of you that hate me, because it's proven fact, by the way, that 10% of any group There's always 10% of the people in that room that don't like you. Just fine, that's cool. You're watching anyway. Bye. So when you smile at someone, people have to smile back. So smile in your profile picture. I think that works really well because that's very important. Every post that you do is going to take that picture. Your description, make sure your description really explains who you are. It never fails. I'll see someone that has a great post. I'll go to the description, which is the first thing they see, especially now on iPhones and Androids. And the description talks about how they were a bartender before and now they're doing this thing. And then sometimes it has like 4 other companies they've been doing. And like it doesn't look at all like who they are. So make sure you go into your about section, edit your description, do all those things. That is incredibly important. Set up your pictures. There's a section now on Facebook, if you didn't know, where you can set up the actual pictures that you want people to see first before they even add you as a friend. So set up those 5, 6 pictures. Make sure they're good pictures that also match what you're telling people in the banner. So if your banner talks about community and church and healthy eating, make sure those pictures aren't like you going out on the weekend getting drunk and having a good time. It's got to match. See, what people do, they don't even know it. They decide whether they're going to have you help them within about 5 to 7 seconds. That's it. What they do is they go to your profile and they scroll, they flip 3 times on their phone, and they look really fast, right? People, you can analyze so many things in a second. And they're like banner picture, profile picture, scroll, pictures, they all match up. Good, yeah, this person's trustable. I like them. They have that likability factor about them. So I'm going to listen. I'm going to read their story, and if I like it, I'm going to comment. So most people lose the challenge pack sale on their banner, profile picture, description, or the pictures below. Okay, I got to keep going. That is very important. Make sure you do all that. Your URL on Facebook, when you go facebook.com/whatever, make sure you've edited that so it looks good so people still have numbers and periods in it. Clean all that stuff up. That's prep week. You got to get going, okay? The next thing is the day of a champion. What does a champion do? What do you do as a champion, okay? So I'm going to assume that you still work a 9 to 5, that you work a 9 to 5 job. I built most of my business while working 60 hours a week, okay? Now, bless the Lord, I'm a full-time Beachbody coach, and I don't think I could ever work for anybody ever again. I'm totally ruined. But I got to tell you, I built this business working really a 6 a.m. to like 10 p.m. So I'm going to assume that you work a 9 to 5 and you want to be the #1 team in the Beachbody Cup. Okay, so what would you do? So the first thing you got to do when you wake up in the morning is you got to work out and you got to drink Shakeology. Why is that so important? Because it gets everything going. It gets your mind going. It wakes you up. You know, I'm not trying to sell you anything, but this is the honest truth. When you work out, thumbs up if after you work out and drink Shakeology, you don't feel 10 times better. Thumbs up if you feel 10 times better after doing a workout. I do a workout, I'll listen to amped up music, I'll get fired up, I'll get excited. When I do that first thing, everything afterwards is just awesome, right? Like if something bad happens in my life, I can deal with it better. Something good happens, it's better. Your mind is just more alert, right? So you got to, first thing you do, work out, drink Shakeology. That's out of the way. Awesome. You are ready to rock and roll. The next thing I'll do sometimes is I'll do some personal development. Really quickly, 5-10 minutes of personal development. Now, the next thing I'll do is I'll load up my Facebook. And this is, again, before work. Load up my Facebook. Follow up with anybody that I needed to follow up from the day before. Check my chats first, all that kind of stuff. Check my comments. I'll give you some tips on that in a second. But I got to check all that. Make sure I'm following up with people. Okay. The next thing you got to do is if you're talking to nobody, you have nobody to talk to. If you're one of those people that says, "Oh, I don't actually have anybody to talk to. No one's messaging me yet," then you got to do an invite. That's the next thing you do in the morning before you go to work. You got to do an invite. You got to write up your what I call your why story. And a lot of this calls why, but I'm going to give you a different take on it. Okay. Here's the thing about stories. This is why stories are so important. This is why when you do an invite to join the challenge group, I always recommend it's never salesy, it's story, okay? Sales, cross that out, stories is the key. It's like a house. Imagine for a second, visualize this for one moment, okay? You're building a house. You're building this house with beautiful bricks, amazing bricks. You picked them all out. What would happen if they forgot to add the cement in between the bricks? And they built this gorgeous house. You could literally walk up to that house and push on it, and the whole house would crumble and fall over. Because what holds the bricks together is the cement. Is it cement or cement, depending on where you are in the country, okay? Cement. So what is the cement to your business is the stories. The stories are what pulls people in. The stories are what allows people to believe in the rest of what you're saying. So when you do an invite on your profile page, make sure it's a story. Typically 2 to 3 paragraphs. of why you got started with a workout program. I usually tell my PS coaches to not use Beachbody, to not use the name of the program, because everyone else is doing that. You got to be a little bit different. So when you do that, people right away notice that, oh, they're just the Beachbody coach, right? And you don't give them enough time to get into the story to believe what you're saying. So you really, my tip for you there is make sure you don't mention Beachbody, 21-day fix, any of that stuff, that you just share your story. This is, for me, right, to be like, wow, like 4 years ago, I was in the worst shape of my life. I was literally 235 pounds, worst shape of my life, ended up in the hospital with high blood pressure. I started trying all these different workouts, nothing worked, right? I ended up seeing some silly infomercial on TV. I bought the programs thinking they would never work. I ended up doing workouts, and I learned to work out at home, and it was incredible. It was awesome. I lost 80 pounds over the course of a year, completely changed my life. Love it. It's so awesome. If you want to be a part of a group that I decided to join up, do on Facebook next week, it's a free 7-day clean eating group. If you want to join it up, send me a message. I'll get you added to the group, right? That's a good invite. Or at the end, putting in a hook to say, hey, if you want to learn how to lose XYZ pounds in XYZ days, if you want me to help you do that and support you all the way, send me a message. Without saying what it is, you really have to create that thought process in people's minds of, hey, what is that? I want to know more. If you tell them everything, then they're not going to answer. The first thing someone does, let me tell you what they do. When you post that something's on sale, or that this program is on sale this month, or that you should buy this workout, or this program is coming out in 3 weeks. The first thing someone does, let me tell you what they do. They take the program, let's say you posted about 21-day fix. They go to Google, they Google 21-day fix, they go to a webpage that's probably Beachbody's, and they buy it from there. Or they get an Amazon link and they buy it from Amazon. And then you become that coach that says, why is everybody buying from Amazon? Why is everybody not buying from me? Because you told them what it is to go look for it. They looked at your post, they went to find the best deal, and you never had a chance to talk to them. Okay, so once you do that post, how do you engage with someone? Let me talk to you a little bit more about Day of a Champion. So you do that post, right? Then you go to work. Fine, go to work. Listen to personal development on the drive there. You're listening to personal development. It's going great. It's awesome. Awesome. Great. You get to work. If you got a 15-minute break, here's what I did. 15-minute breaks, I would run outside the building, and for 15 minutes, I would message people back. Now it's even easier with voice messages. How many of you thumbs up are or will start using voice messages on Messenger? You have to. So if someone asks me about something or leaves a comment, I'll just go in there and message them and say, if I've never met them before, say, hey, Craig, how's it going? Miguel here. So excited that you reached out to me. Hey, listen, I'm actually at work right now, but I'm super fired up that you want to join my challenge group. Thought you want to hear my voice, see I'm a real person. Listen, my challenge group starts in a couple of weeks, but I'm going to save you a spot for now. I'll message you a little bit later with all of the details if you want. Does that sound good? That's it. Done. That's follow up immediately. Following up immediately. Making it personal. Leaving a message for someone. That person's going to be like, wow, this person actually messaged me right away. And they left me a voice message. And they're a real person. And their banner looks real. And their profile looks real. I have trust. I'm going to buy a challenge pack probably. I don't know it yet, but I'm going to. You're building that trust. It's all about building that trust. You send the voice message, they're going to follow up with you. So that's what I would do in those 15 minutes, message everybody back. Then you go back to work and give your work your all. By the way, some of you, I get coaches that are like, oh, I don't like my job and I can't wait. You know what I did? I did my best work ever at my job while I was there because I loved it. I loved it. And I don't care what job it is. The reality is how you do anything is how you do everything. So if you are blessed to have a job, do the best job you can for that person, that company, whatever it is, all the time, right? And so I did that. And then I go back and I work hard and I work hard. Because if you just do this one thing and then you go back and you're lazy, it's going to carry over in every area of your life. And a lot of the connections that you have at work, they're not going to want to do anything to do with you because you're going to be lazy, right? So you go back to a great job. And then at lunchtime, hey, you got an hour. So instead of going out for lunch or whatever, I would crack my lunch. I would literally, you can still go on YouTube. I would literally run to my car, okay, grab my laptop and make videos for my team of nobody at the time. And I make these videos on YouTube. In order to make the videos, I have to do personal development. So on the run or walk to my car, I would be reading something interesting to talk about. And I'd get to the car, I'd make a video for my team of like 3 at the time, and I post it on YouTube. And it's all still there. You can go back and see back in time. I always tell my coaches, hey, don't look at current coaches that are successful, what they're doing now. Go back 3 years on their Facebook. That'll tell you a lot more. Go back 5 years on their Facebook. then I'll tell you a lot more. Go to their YouTube channel, look how awesome they are now, but go back 3-4 years. Look at those videos, because that will make you realize that we all started at the same place. We all started as an Emerald coach. We all started where you all started. That's why this is so fair. Okay, so whenever you've got time, take advantage of those times. You get another break, go back in, message that person back. Maybe they're like, oh, great, because you don't have to have the whole conversation. Some people get worried, oh, I work full time, I can't talk to everybody. No, but you all get a break, hopefully, if you work in North America. So you can just tell people that you'll get back to them. People love that. They're probably busy too. But if you don't get back to them right away, they're going to think that they're going to go somewhere else, right? So the next thing you want to do during the day of a champion is make sure that when you get back in the car and you're going home, you're listening to something positive, right? Because you're probably in rush hour traffic, something's going on. Make sure you're listening to personal development at that time. Okay, let's keep moving forward because I want to go faster here. Okay, the evening of a champion. Let me be real quick on this one, okay? In the evening of a champion, here's what I would do. I would come home, I would spend time with my family, like again, give it my all, but about 7:30, I would work until my eyes bled. Literally, that's what I did because I had a vision, I had a purpose. I had something I wanted to do, I wanted to accomplish. For me, my original goal, I'll be honest, was, to basically just help 3 or 4 people in the course of a year was kind of what I was thinking, and maybe in 3 years, earn about $3,000. My goal was to earn about $3,000 as a Beachbody coach in 3 years so that I could get into triathlons and buy a triathlon bike. That was ultimately my goal. But because I approached it that way, I worked so hard because I just wanted to help other people. I just wanted to pay it forward. So I would work from 7 p.m. until about 2, 3 in the morning some days. Now, some of you might say, well, that's crazy, that's too much work. It depends on you. Hey, listen, if you just want to make a little extra income and you don't really have a strong why, a strong reason for doing this, then no problem. Then don't work that hard. Work 2 hours in the evening or skip some evenings and watch some Netflix. No problem. That's awesome. 95% of the people do that. No problem. You're going to get healthy. You're going to get in better shape. You're probably going to make an extra $100 a month. Awesome. That's great. And again, Team Beachbody does not guarantee any level of success or income. You may make money, you may lose money. Each coach's level of income is totally dependent on their own skill, diligence, and effort. And you can see our independent coach earnings for all of our recent coaches' earnings in Canada or US, by the way. And I'm proud of that because diligence, effort, skill. Diligence, effort, skill. Diligence, effort, skill. Are you putting in diligence, effort, skill in the evenings? And the more diligence, effort, skill you put in, the more results you're going to get. The reality is 95% of the people out there don't want to put in the diligence, effort, and skill. They sign up and they're like, hey, maybe I'll get lucky. I get put on a power leg or something. I don't know how they're thinking. And they don't want to put in the effort. Hey, listen, if you want the rewards, if you want to go to Bora Bora, if you want to do all that stuff, great. Don't just wish it and hope that it magically happens. Get out there and make it happen. Don't let life happen to you. You need to start happening to life. We ripped up that paper and threw it out. Great. That was a great symbolism thing, but now actually do that in your mind. Okay, the follow-up of the champion, I'll end it here. Follow-up is key. The next day you wake up, now you're starting to get momentum. You're like, listen, if you just do what I just shared, you're going to hit Success Club 10 every month. It's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. You can't miss it. That's all you have to do, just consistently. But you got to follow up too. So if you're doing this on a daily basis, in the morning when you get up, follow up. Follow up the next day. How do you follow up with people? Here's a trick that I use all the time. And I know I'm very consistent at it. I'm not the best at anything. I always tell people, but I'm pretty consistent at what I do all the time since I signed up as a coach. Very consistent. And one of the tools that I use is what the tools are. So what I mean by that, Facebook keeps adding incredible tools. That's why I love Facebook. You learned Facebook a month ago, it's going to change in a month. That's how it is, and it's awesome. One of the best things that's stuck around is custom lists, friends lists. So what I do is whenever I add anyone or they comment and stuff, before just getting so excited and just start messaging them like crazy, I'll add them into the custom list. I just hover over their name, custom list, challenger, done, message, right? Oh, potential coach, hover over, custom list, potential coach. So I have a list of people that are potential challengers, potential coaches. See, how many of you, if you were to go to your Facebook timeline right now, you would see a scroll list of all coaches' posts. Thumbs up. If you will go to your Facebook right now, honestly, you would scroll, you would see just a bunch of coaches' stuff, right? Most of you, hopefully, that's what you see, right? So how do we make that change? All you have to do is when you're talking to people, create a custom list of challengers. And what I do in the morning is I'll filter that list. I'll say, okay, show me my challengers. And what I'll do is I'll go in and comment and like and add value to their lives. When you add value to people's lives, they want to give you back value, reciprocity, right? So I will scroll, I will set that up. And now I can just go in and filter and say, show me my potential challengers. Comment, like, comment, like, comment, like, comment, like. Then I'll say, filter, show me my potential coaches. Comment, like, add friend, comment, 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 comment. You can add. So doing that simple thing will create so much more momentum. Then you go and invite again, and you do it all over again the next day and the next day. When you use filters, it really works. When you filter and you add valuable comments, not just like, hey, like, done, but the more work you put in.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and stop it there because we have about, I think, 6 minutes before Zoom kicks me off because I still use the free version. So I wanted to show you guys what he's talking about because a lot of people don't know about this. So I should probably share my screen again. But what he means by custom list is, let me show you guys. So this is, I'm on like the homepage of my Facebook. So where are my custom lists? Oh, they're not even showing up here. Oh, I do, sorry. Okay. So you guys see how I have this right here? I have clients, I have my PS coaches, and then I have my dream team. So that's basically what he means by custom lists. So you can make one for prospective clients, however you want to call them, prospects.
No, go put that away.
Your dream team, like coaches, people that you would eventually
Well,
want.
I'm trying to do this on top of listening to team call.
If I see
And
someone,
you already know he doesn't go to sleep with me.
I don't really have a good relationship
So
with her
he was
yet.
laying here and he wanted to say goodnight to you.
The new mom,
Here we go.
media.
Come get in this
So
bed.
stuff like that, qualities
No,
that I
put that down.
my team, I add them to that list. So
You get in this bed.
you guys have to be on your desktop.
Get in this bed.
Go through this fast, I think I have like 5 minutes. So you log into your Facebook through your desktop, and then you're gonna go down here.
Come get in this bed and lay down.
I believe it's here. I haven't made this in a while. Okay, yeah. So you're gonna go down to where it says interests, and here you will see lists. These are the ones that I have, but you go to add interests and create a list. That's the custom list that he was talking about. Let's see. Where does it let me? Oh, perfect. Okay, so let's go back. Okay, so we went to interests, right? And then, oh, sorry guys, hold on. I think I clicked on just interests. Okay. Then I went to add interests. And then, don't worry about any other stuff that you see here. Go to create a list. Skip this part, all this stuff. Just go to next right here. And then it says name your list and choose who can see it. So I would put, my clients, because I like to keep in touch with my clients too, like on Facebook, because eventually good clients become good coaches. So I don't want them to see that I don't want anyone to see that I have those lists. So on here, you can go public, friends, or only me. And that's what you always want to do, because then they're going to see that they were added to my prospective client, like on Facebook, and you don't want that to happen. So please make sure that you always click only me. No one except you will be able to see this list or who's on it. Go to done. And then you go here on the right-hand side on the list. Boom, you begin to click, whoever you want. You type in their name and you get to add them. And so right now, look, I'll go to my clients, and this thread is specifically just people that I've added. Look, I have 41 people on this list. These are people that have bought challenge packs from me from the past year. So it's cool because it's more specific. I'm not getting lost in my news feed. So I'm going here, I'm liking, I'm commenting, I'm building relationships with my clients, because eventually clients become coaches. Not all the time, but the best coaches come from challenge groups, because why? They fall in love with Shakeology. They fall in love with the lifestyle. They love Beachbody, and it's just easier, to help them see the opportunity with Beachbody. So that's why challenge groups are so important, and why it's so important to build relationships with your clients. Treat them like gold. So then I go to my PS coaches. I haven't updated this, but I have 13 on here. I have to update that. But again, building relationships with my coaches, seeing what they're up to, my dream team, people that eventually I'd like them on my team, or they've shown interest in coaching, and then they, we're still building that relationship and then seeing if they want to do this or not. So that's how you do that. I literally have less than a minute before it kicks me off. So I hope that you guys found this valuable. Please make sure to watch the replay if you need to catch something. There was only like 3-4 minutes left on Miguel's call. I know that I stopped it early, but if you guys want to watch those last 4 minutes, let me know. I'll get you added into the Beachbody Champions page, and you guys can see that video. I'll just click that link to that group, and I'll put it in the team page, because top coaches go live the way he did every single day in there. And so it's valuable information, stuff that they're sharing with us. So I love that page, but it is very busy. So just a heads up. So thank you guys for hopping on, and we'll probably just keep chatting on the team page. So I'm going to go ahead and end this. Bye.